Welcome to episode 331 of the 8-Bit Geek. This week, we have zero time for a fancy intro. We have so much to cover. We have news, we have other shows and stuff to talk about, just a lot of other stuff. Oh, and we have something super secret for the intro thing going on. Like after this, we can't talk about it. And that secret thing's going to take up so much time. We just don't have any extra time to talk about this show and what to expect. Like normally, I would say stuff like, our show is like this because of that. Then we'd all laugh and capture new listeners like crazy. Well, none of that. None of it. We're just going to skip this whole intro thing so we can get straight to the content. So I'll just do this short little intro, and that's it. I'm Jeremy, and with me today, see, right here is where I'd put a funny joke, about the other guys. Like, they both have butts for faces, and then they say their names like...
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, dude. I had surgery to correct that.
Yeah. You know how much time and money he spent on correcting his butt face? It's so rude that you would bring it up at a time like this. Listen, he just got over recovery from his last surgery, and I cannot believe that you would choose this time to bring it up again. For shame.
That's the reason why he got the beard in the first place. Both of you.
Both of you.
Well,
fuck you!
Oh, look at this.
So anyways, we're not doing any of that. So just a regular introduction. I'm Jeremy. Women today are just you guys.
Doug.
I'm Kevin.
Who have butt faces. All right.
Oh, fucker.
So, but for realsies, we do have a lot of content to go over. So real quick, if you like what you hear so far, and it was something, I can tell, you can always hit up the website at www.the8bitgeek.com. You can Google us, bitch. We're there. First.
Whoa.
First on the... Listen, you type in 8-Bit Geek, we got the first 15 pages. Interviews, celeb photos, not of us, but other stuff, links to other shows and stuff. We're there. Boom. But you can also just go to the website. It's got all the great stuff that you'll need. It's got links to the shows. We do 8-Bit Saga, which is an RPG D&D show set in the Star Wars universe. It's pretty dope. We also have Divas, Dropkicks, and Dives. It's a wrestling podcast like none other. They're going to bring you ringside for the hottest takes. And
don't know what that was.
it's the water.
You know what it is? It's a spray bottle with a little kid. Remember the little kid that lives underneath the ring, and then
sprays them as they're going in. Their feet.
Yeah. Well, no, they go under. They're like, oh, I'm gonna get a chair. Or I'm gonna get a sledgehammer or something. They look under the ring, and when they peek under, he's sitting there and he's ready, and he just goes, gives a nice little just a remoistening.
Uh-huh. That way they're all slippery.
No,
so
that's how they get out of the holes.
Lights.
Yeah,
right under the lights. We also have Brainberry Tarts, and that is a wonderful show to get the ladies' takes on all the geekery in the world and other things. They talk about so much there, so you should go check that out as well. So, with that, we also have Discord, where you can chat with us and other like-minded people. Then we have Patreon as well, and Patreon is a place where we're going to give you a ton of extra content. You've got intros, you got extended shows, you've got cooking shows, you've got a daily show, you've got a comic, you've got Kevin dressing up in weird outfits. It's a lot of fun and a lot of content.
You've
I
done
wouldn't
it,
call
Kev.
them weird.
Mm.
Provocative, if anything. Thoughtful.
For as little as
Questionable.
$5 a month, you can get that content. You get access to it, and that $5 goes towards some really great stuff. You know, we're gearing up for more advertising. We got to pay for some travel. We got to pay for some equipment, and you're helping with that, so we appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, and the show better.
We also
Reach people.
We also mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I think our con for 2020 is going to be QuakeCon here in Dallas, the DFW area. So that's part of that. We'll go to that too. And also, if you're watching live on the stream, you can see the bar at the bottom. That is the donation bar, and you can drop some donations that way as well to help get us there.
If you don't want to do a monthly thing, you could just drop a big old $1 or $1 million, either one.
Or the bits, just like, let's see, EXO did. EXO15514 used 500 bits. Thank you so much. Really taking that number 1 spot.
And I would like to announce here on episode 331,
Okay.
October, it's coming. Get ready, because 8-Bit Horror Fest is returning. Yes. For its 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th,
I don't even know.
8th year.
31st year.
We've been doing it a while.
I think fifth. I think it's year 5, maybe.
I think this is year 5.
We'll call it year 5. It's the 5th year anniversary, everyone. And if it's not, we'll call it part 4, the 5th year anniversary.
Because I feel like we started doing it like when you were on the show, Kev, which you started in 2014, yeah?
Affirmative.
So then, yeah.
2019, so this would be the 5th year.
Right?
5 years.
Yeah, 5-year anniversary. So what's going to be really fun about this is, Doug, do you want to announce the theme this year, or do we want to wait an episode? Do we just want to announce it today and announce the theme next week or something?
Sure. Because
Okay.
we have
Put him on the spot.
we have a theme, but we've got to find like a really good way to name it. Like we did Origins, which was like the like, you know, the movies that kicked off franchises, and then last year we did Space. So we have a theme this year. It's just we've got to figure out the tag, like what the tagline sort of thing, what it is.
And I would tell you this right now: we've come up with one of the best shirts that we've ever made.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, just real quick, because they're listening, I'm guessing, we just got a tweet from our good friend Pete who says, 8-Bit Horror Fest returns?
Pete, if you're listening and you want to be a part of it this year, tweet us back. Let us know.
No.
Of course you're a part of it.
Well,
I mean,
always.
Always.
I'll email, you know what? Just remind me and I'll email you after the show.
Yeah, but I just want to see that tweet. Just say, fuck yeah. All right, so let's get into it. We've got some pretty big content this week, and we're going to start things off with something kind of local. It's national. He said, yay.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Pete. It means a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, bud.
We're gonna start things off. Something that's local. It's pretty national, and they just announced the New York State. The New York State.
Oh,
on,
get the
Jared.
fuck!
Whoa,
Oh
betrayal.
my god!
Man, what a turn.
All right,
over here.
hey, get out! You've got 30 days to get out of the state, or
Yeah,
I'm gonna
love
send.
it or leave
I'm
it,
gonna
Jeremy.
send the Texas ICE after you. They don't go after immigrants from other countries. They go after immigrants that don't belong in Texas, and I kind of feel like you just fucked up.
Oh.
I did.
You just fucked up.
I believe I did, but I apologize. But I didn't say it all, so I technically did. I fuck up or
Yes,
Yeah, it's
Yes.
confirmed.
betrayal.
okay. So you know what it was? I said New York because it said new food in the title, and so I just it started to bleed together. So I said New York. I'm talking about the Texas State Fair. It's coming. It's coming next month, and they've announced all the food, the new food. This is a big thing for Texas. Texas gets this incredible just menu of food that you can go and try out at the New York State Fair.
You did it again.
You didn't even notice.
Yeah, I did. I immediately started shaking my head.
The Texas State Fair. You know why? I think I've got it mixed up because Ashley and I were just sitting here talking about the New York State Fair, and we were comparing the size of Texas State Fair and what was bigger, because we were talking about that I had, we went to that every year. And so now we go to the Texas State Fair, and we were like, no, the Texas State Fair is definitely bigger and it has more food and fun and all that kind of stuff. But I was going to say, most people pay the $20 entry fee to the Texas State Fair just to eat. Would that be?
Oh yeah, no, the fried food and food looks like, because they do like this huge competition every year, and I'm sure a lot of state fairs do it, but man, Texas does it the Texas way.
Mm-hmm. And that is apparent in our first item that they've introduced this year, and it's called the Corn Dog Ale. It is an amber ale brewed with a blend of pale. I don't care about all this shit. Anyways, it tastes like a corn dog. Corn dog beer. Who's in?
No.
Nah.
Okay, that's not going to win. All right.
Yeah. Part of the problem is, like, one, I don't like corn dogs. Even state fair corn dogs, not my jam. Two,
Get the front door out of here.
yeah. Two,
Fletcher's.
Don't care. I don't like corn dogs.
I'm not a fan either. But I told you. Did I tell you that story?
Yes.
So I have.
Yes.
I'll tell it again.
Do it.
So we were sitting there at the fair 2 years ago, and Ashley's like, Jeremy, will you get me this Fletcher's corn dog? And I was like, no, I don't want to go in line and get this corn dog. There's a line that's going to wait 30 minutes. Jeremy, please get a corn dog for me. Fine. Get in line, wait the 30 minutes. She puts some mustard on it. She takes a bite, and she's like, here, try it. I go, I don't want to try it. I hate corn dogs. She finally talks me into it. I take one bite of this fucking Fletcher's corn dog. I hand it back to her. She says, what do you think? I walked my happy ass back in line.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Katie did something similar. Waited in line. She got hers. She's like, take a bite of this. And I took a bite, and I went, yep, that's a fucking corn dog. Yep.
I mean, two separate reactions.
Yeah, like, cool, I could pay 50 cents and get one of these at Sonic, but I ain't going to do that either because it's a waste of 50 fucking cents.
For
Nuts.
1 second, we had a contract with that company, and then Doug
Fletcher's.
just swore it away. Fletcher's just left the room. They just left the Twitch.
Fun story, Kev, that you may not know, but Fletcher's actually only sells their corn dogs at the Texas State Fair, and that's it. They don't sell them in stores. They don't sell them
Anywhere.
They don't have a store. They don't. Just that's it. They make their money right there at that fair, and that's it all year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, in order to, like, that's just a month of business, and that sets you up for the entire year.
Word.
Crazy. All right, next up, we got a fried cup of corn, and it's what's that? How do you pronounce that? Eliotes?
Elotes?
Elotes, man.
Elotes?
Oh, elotes.
Yeah, it's Mexican style corn.
I've never had that.
Street corn.
Oh, street corn.
Oh, it's just
yeah,
street corn.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of street corn.
What?
I'd rather have corn on the cob.
I love street
I
corn.
love street corn too.
It's
Yeah.
weird though, because like street corn is different. Like when I was a kid, street corn was like it was still on the cob. They just put like a stick through it,
Mhm.
but they would put like the mayonnaise, the like whatever the powder, the chicken or the cheese powder,
Yeah, call it
whatever that
Fajita
was. Yeah, that stuff. And usually, if you wanted like other stuff on there, you could. But yeah, dude, it was great. And yeah, I'm glad it came back. But it's really weird. It's like in a cup now, isn't it? In most places.
Yeah, it's a cup most
Well,
places.
it's a lot of restaurants and stuff will serve it that way, but I mean, shit, you go to like the, was that what's that Fort Worth art crawl thing or whatever the fuck they call it that they do every year, or the art goggle or whatever the fuck it's called?
Oh,
Downtown?
the Fort Worth, the art festival.
Yeah.
Called the
They have
art
they have an art goggle thing, I think is what it's called also, that it's kind of similar, just takes place at a different time of the year, but like, yeah, there's people there selling the street corn as well. Like, you just like walk down looking at like art and shit that people are out there selling and stuff, and it's like, street corn? Get your street corn?
Buskers, yeah, street corn.
Street corn?
And right next to him is a guy who's like, paper! Street
Get-
corn and paper!
Get your
With
news!
the kid,
Yeah.
with one of those like like the little hats.
A little farther down is someone standing outside like the movie theater, and they're like, come see the pictures! We've got the new pictures! See the front lines of the war! Before you watch the cartoons!
2 for 1!
You stumble into BioShock Infinite, apparently.
All right, so you guys are
I'd
you
eat this.
out for the
Hell
fried
yeah.
cup of corn.
Yep.
If I didn't worry about my heart, I'd totally eat this. Because this thing, like, I'm going to walk out of this, or at least my stomach's going to be like, oh, why did you do that, you asshole?
Every
But
year.
it looks delicious.
All right, next up, we got a super stuffed mini sopapilla.
Yep.
Now this thing is 3 mini sopapillas.
Oh, yeah, no.
and strawberry cream cheese filling. Yes, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Who? What?
Yep.
No.
I'm
Yeah.
in. I'm in. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Introducing this year, they've got Southern Fried Chicken Nachos.
Huh.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, I can't believe it's even on the thing because it's like fried chicken. Okay, sure. A blend of cheese, Rotel tomatoes. Get the fuck out of here, Rotel. Blech.
Yeah.
And pico de gallo covers tortilla chips.
I'm not in.
And
It's
then-
you can't have double crunchy with nachos, can you? I don't think it works.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it. It's 2019, man.
I'm just saying, like a nacho, the chip is the star of the show.
Right.
And so you can't have something that overpowers the star of the show.
So you're saying there can't be a co-headliner. I see what you're saying here.
Right. Not with nachos.
I'm a fan of crunch, so I'd say the more crunch, the better. But
All right. Well, you're in. I'm
think
out
of it
on
like
that.
think of it like a one of those crunch tacos, those double crunch or whatever, where
Mhm.
it's like a hard shell on the outside. There's like a hard shell on the inside, but there's like a weird.
Yeah, but it's still a double taco. Like this is completely different.
Oh,
So you're in. I'm out. Doug.
I'm out.
Okay, 2 outs. It's down to the dump. Sorry, Kev, you can't have it.
oh, it just gets thrown away.
Hmm.
Okay, here's something interesting. A Kool-Aid pickle dilly sangria.
Oh yeah.
A refreshing beverage with a perfect marriage of sweet, savory, and fun. Our pickle juice Kool-Aid sangria is a delicious combination of sweet and salty with a fruity backbone.
Sure. Sure.
Nah.
I want to eat the Kool-Aid pickle spear.
Right.
I'm curious. Yeah, no, I'm on board with this. I love sangrias. I don't think you could really mess up a sangria.
Laced
So a
with,
pickle,
it's got
pickle-
ripe pineapple, cherries, blueberries, and they add white wine and top it off with lemon lime soda. And then, yeah, the Kool-Aid infused pickle spear. Fuck yes. Every
Yeah.
fucking second of it.
I can't do it. I can't do dill pickles. They're gross to me. Ashley, we went to we were up in Frisco yesterday, and we did the video game at Gearbox,
Mhm.
the restaurant.
Museum. Oh, cool.
We did the restaurant that's right below Gearbox, and so they had this chicken sandwich, and it looked delicious. She was like, "Here, take a bite," and she didn't tell me there was a dill pickle on it. I about threw up. I was like, yeah. Right onto the plate.
Well, you're wrong. So go eat your Fletcher's corn dog and let us grown-ups have our grown-up drinks. Fucking child.
Damn.
Fuck you. All right, next up, we
Okay.
got Frosty's Frozen Hot Chocolate.
Yep, sure. Yep.
Yep.
You didn't
Yeah,
have to describe it. You had me at Frosty's.
Yep.
oh man, totally. I don't even need to. We don't even need to discuss it.
Nope. It's hot chocolate.
I don't
but
even
frozen.
care that it's like it's a fucking oxymoron. I don't even give a fuck. Feed it to me.
Feed it. All right. We've got a next is bacon brittle.
Yep. Just shovel it into my mouth.
Don't even describe it. Just keep going.
Yeah.
If I say stop, just keep going anyway. If I'm going out, that's the way to go.
Yep.
It's a thick cut of applewood smoked bacon,
Yep.
flavored with a hint of bourbon to create a smoky, sweet, savory, salty flavor. Soft, crunchy texture from the brittle.
Yep.
All right.
Just
Yep.
shovel it in.
And then we got a dessert called a fruity dessert nacho. I have a feeling that this was created based on last year. The dessert that won was a marshmallow taco.
Oh yeah.
And that I got it with Colin, and I was like, I mean, it's okay. I guess it's something, you know. But
This looks
whatever.
good though.
Mm-hmm.
This looks awesome.
It does look really good. It has
The
fresh.
picture is too good. The picture looks like it's like a whatever ended up like not in the cereal advertisement. They're like, oh, okay, we didn't use this for it, so let's use it on this thing.
Yeah, like almost like an IHOP sort of like thing where it's like, yeah, you got like these kind of waffly looking chips, and then you got some whipped cream, and then strawberries and blueberries, and it looks like maybe some chocolate on there too. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Let's see. Oh, okay. We've come to the start of the show. Well, Fletcher's is introducing something new to the menu this year called the Cheesy Pup. And I will be there for that. It is a cheese pup is American soft melting cheese on a stick dipped in Fletcher's famous batter and deep fried to a golden brown. Now, since there's not a hot doggy in there, would you do this? Would you just do cheese on a stick?
I don't know, maybe.
What if Fletcher's got together with a dill pickle company and put a dill pickle on a stick and put that Fletcher's corn dog
I would
around
burn it to the ground.
No, I know you would, but Doug, would that win
I
you
don't
over
know.
on
I don't
Fletcher's?
like what I don't like. I don't like the breading around like corn dogs and stuff. I don't like that cornmeal. I don't.
So
like
you
that.
don't like hush puppies or anything like that?
Not really.
Love hush
I can
puppies.
take
It depends. There is a I forget what it's called. It's called like Louisiana Kitchen or something near my house that we've ordered from before.
Louisiana Kitchen.
And it's not Popeyes, but it's similar. It's like the same sort of thing, gumbo and fried chicken and all that stuff. But yeah, jambalaya and all that fun stuff. And then, but they have hush puppies. So we ordered some because Katie was like, "Oh, I grew up on hush puppies." And I was like, "Yeah, we got some occasionally, but never my jam." But these things were not like the hush puppy balls that you normally get. You know, they were like almost like a mozzarella stick shaped.
Huh.
And they were so fucking good. They were like light and like a little bit smaller, but like that kind of same kind of shape. And it was like just constantly eating them. And I was like, okay, these are really fucking good.
Nice. Okay. I'll try that.
The last thing on our list is something I will definitely get. It's the Cherish Herbert Champagne. It is a pixie stick cherry sherbet champagne sipped through a large pixie stick straw with powdered candy around the rim. A champagne bubble burst with sweet and sour cherry flavor, and just the right amount of vanilla ice cream. Oh, this looks good.
That was so good. Hey, you know what we forgot to mention? I think I don't remember mentioning this. The candy around the edge made me think of this. I don't know if you noticed though, but that the beer at the beginning, the corn dog ale. Did you notice the mustard around the rim?
Ew! Ew! It is. Oh my god! It is.
Yeah. It even says like the beer is served with a traditional condiment, yellow mustard. So they they pour it in the yellow mustard around the rim.
Like, I like mustard. I don't know how to feel about mustard and beer together. That's a bit of a that's a race. That's just that's crazy.
I wonder if I can post this in the Discord chat so everyone can see the descriptions and the photos and follow along with us.
If you have a website, you
Put
can
it in the get fat without trying chat.
Yes, please.
That way it's just not in the main chat, but also it fits well in there.
True.
Very well.
All right, I'll try that. I'll do that. All right, let's move on. Let's do the top box office of the week. That's your food for the state for the Texas State Fair, the new food this year. Doug and I will be trying it out, and we will report back.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going this year. We didn't go last year because of Wednesday being born. This year, well, the problem is when we go with our friend Caitlin. You know her, Jer, and and by the way, Caitlin, if you're listening. This is awkward. Shout out. Shout out.
Oh, she's listening again.
She has in the past worked at the state fair. She does. She works with like how they do like that the big exhibits every year where you can go in and look at like after a couple of years after Big Tech's burned down, they did the Big Tech's exhibit where they had like the remains of him there, which was so fucking creepy. But because of that, we get in with her for free most of the time. Free parking. Oh, we don't have to pay the $20 per person admission, and it's awesome. We have to pay for food and stuff, but it's significantly cheaper. She said she doesn't think she's working it this year, so I don't know if we're going to go.
She better.
Yeah.
Is the fee just for adults, or is it like, do they have a children's fee, or?
Yeah, there's adult, there's the children.
And I'm sure it's kids under too, so we have to pay for Ollie, but at the same time, it's been so nice because parking is where it gets. And parking, we would literally go park in the the employee parking right in the back, and so we just
Oh,
walk.
nice.
We would just walk like 2 feet from the car right into the park. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So, Exo asks, they still have the milking parlor and the chainsaw carving? Sure. Yeah. I mean, they have ice carving and stuff like that.
They had that butter. Remember they do the butter statues, the butter carving shit or whatever. There's one part you'd walk in and there would literally be like someone would have carved something out of like a block of butter, and
Caleb must have loved that.
Caleb he would not leave that room. It's because he physically couldn't because he was too busy vomiting and retching up, everything he just ate at the fair. But he didn't leave. He couldn't leave. He just said stop in the chat.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All right, top box office. We got Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw coming in at number 1, which was really surprising because I thought that Dora the Explorer would take the number 1 spot, or at least even Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
I can't believe that came out. Like I didn't hear anything about it, and I wanted to see it.
Yeah, me too.
Scary
I didn't
Stories.
even know Dora came out.
Yeah.
I'm also curious to know if I can take my kid to see Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
PG-13.
PG-13.
Yeah, true. Like, he hasn't experienced a horror film yet, and at 12 years old, this might be a good place to start. Because I remember reading these books when I was a kid.
Yeah, I saw one of the reviews I saw that was like PG-13 movie should have been PG.
I see.
So
It's got a 6.6 on IMDb right now out of 10.
yeah,
Bummer. I still want to see it because I loved the books as a kid too. The illustrations still haunt me to this day, dude. They were so creepy.
for sure. For sure.
It's got a PG-13
Alvin
for
Schwartz, I think.
terror and violence, disturbing images, thematic elements, language, including racial epithets. Epithet? How do you say that? That's not right.
Epithets?
Epithet?
I don't know. And I said epitaph, but it made me think of the record label. What was that record label?
Epitaph.
Epitaph. Oh, okay. And brief sexual references.
All right, so essentially a Pixar film.
Oh.
It's Monsters Inc. Really, it's the live action Monsters Inc.
I wonder if it's even half as creepy as like the.
Well, I saw the prosthetics for was it a woman with the eyes that were missing? I remember the drawing.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was still terrifying.
Ooh, that I'm going through the images on IMDb, and there's one of like someone crawling down the stairs, and that's a scary poster. It's just a poster.
Yeah, I don't want it. Let's see. Okay, so Hobbs and Shaw come in at number 1 with 25 million. Scary Stories in the Dark number 2 for 20 million, and then Dora finishes it out at 17 million. Number 4. I guess they still said it was a good opening for that.
For Dora,
I didn't even know it came out.
Yeah.
I was out of the loop, so I still want to see it. Colin we were going into the movie theater to do the Star Wars VR thing, and he was like, I wonder how many people are going to see Dora. Like, he started trying to make fun of it, but you can tell that he was interested in seeing it at the same time as a 12-year-old. He didn't want to like feel, like he was like he wasn't cool. And I was like, oh man, so I encouraged the fact that we should go see it.
Let's go see it.
Yeah, I was like, and I'd love to go see that. You want to go see it with me? And so, yeah, I think we're going to try to go see it Wednesday.
Nice.
Wait, isn't that kid back in school?
He starts on Wednesday. Wednesday's the first day of school. But when he gets out, let's go see a movie.
Oh yeah.
Kev, hit that Movie Pass news intro because we got some.
Movie. Look, we've already sued your ass once. Quit trying to make music. Movie Pass is done. Audio Jungle. Well, looks like Movie Pass can't even afford a theme song.
All right.
Okay. Well, Kev, can I see you over here? Can I see you in my office real quick?
Is Movie Pass still around?
No, can I see you in my office, please?
Okay, let's go.
Thank you. Little sidebar here. Next time we do the Movie Pass thing, can we get our intro, please?
Can I get a check?
What are you guys talking about?
Nothing. We'll be right
Nothing.
back.
Okay.
Shopping.
Just listen, just for the future, let's give the fans what they want, okay?
You talking
full-
about Movie Pass?
Listen, we'll be right back.
All right.
All right. So, anyways, let's get back to the show.
All right, cool.
All right. Anyways, MoviePass has changed some users' passwords on purpose, so they couldn't access the service.
That's fucked up. I love it.
That's got to be like a lawsuit waiting to happen, right?
It's got to be legal,
It's got to be.
and I'm sure that that's the way that they justified saving money, right? Like they're waiting for a check to clear, and they're sitting there and they're talking. They're like, "Man, people can't use this service. If they do, we're gonna lose. What do we do?" And he's like, "Hey, I mean, we could just reset everyone's passwords, right?" Damn, that's a good idea. Let's do it. And then everyone's service goes out for the day, and they can let the check clear. You know, they had to borrow lots of money. They've done everything wrong, and they're being accused of everything else. Who's still using this service?
I don't know, but it's a. I don't know if this is real or not. Just saying that heavy Movie Pass users were the ones that were. Their passwords are changed, but still, I don't know. I guess if it still exists, fuck them.
Yeah. Listen, move on. They got the AMC's got a better system. There's also
There's
Cinemark.
also going to matinees.
Kevin, no one does that anymore.
I do. Cheap as hell, dude.
Game of Thrones creators David, is it Benioff?
Benioff?
Benioff.
Benioff?
Let's go with that. Ben Wolf and DB Wise have signed a massive $200 million deal at Netflix.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the biggest TV deal in
And
history.
they look fucking thrilled about it on the photo that you poked.
No, that picture was taken after everyone saw the last episode
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
of Game of Thrones. So, yeah, man, that's crazy. So
Yeah.
I wonder how many TV shows that they've committed to for that deal. Is that just for them to have? Is that, you know, like how many different series do they have to create for them? It doesn't say.
Well, they're supposed to be doing stuff for Disney also, so I'm curious to see how this is all going to work, because it even says down below they've been hired to write and direct films set in a galaxy far, far away. They're tackling a new batch of Star Wars films for Disney and Lucasfilm. Plus, Deadline says they wrote a Kurt Cobain project for Universal, and they're quote-unquote posed to adapt the Prison Break tale Dirty White Boys for Fox/Disney.
Damn.
So, when? So when?
Maybe they're just developing all this stuff and not actually directing it. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. So it'll be interesting. We'll find out in 3 to 4 years, give or take, 1 or 2. Marvel Studios is gearing up for the biggest box set of all time. They're going to be putting out the entire 12 movie collection. Is it
21 or 22?
20? Oh, sorry, yeah, 22, right?
Yeah, the Infinity Saga box set.
And in it will be some unseen footage that they never wanted anyone to see. But as time has gone on and the saga has been completed, they can look back and laugh on it. So they're gonna be putting in a lot of stuff. I hope so, man, because I remember a time in my youth when you used to get like an hour long like making of, and then you'd get like 30 more minutes of bloopers, and then you'd get all with the Disney ones, they put them on YouTube and everything, but the behind the scenes stuff is always like a 10-minute clip, and then the making of featurettes maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, and you're just like, fuck, man, I wanted to see like the entire, like, give me an hour of this shit.
That's what was great about the Lord of the Rings like extended edition DVDs and Blu-rays, is that they had, it was like, yeah, okay, yeah, cool, you got the movie, but also on disc 3 or whatever, like, watch this 2-hour making of where we talk about the sound design and the CG that went into it, and the fact that like, well, we had to create a, you know, I don't like an engine that would make, you know, would make the AI look like real thinking beings as they ran across uneven terrain and all this shit. It was just like, what? I mean, it was so fucking bad. I cared more about that than I did the movie.
For real, and that's the way that I felt about the DVD extras when I was growing up. The Matrix extras, like the making of the Matrix, all of that stuff. Everyone put so much time and effort into selling you this because they had so much to, you know, because they could sell it to you. Nowadays, it's just like, you know, here's $20, we'll get you the movie. But back then, they put some fucking care into it because they were like, we need that money. Let's add some extra stuff. I just want extras. I want more and more.
Lord of the Rings did it best, man. You bought those movies. It was like 4 DVDs, and it was all like making of stuff that was hours upon hours. Like that, you got your money's worth. Those extended editions.
100% agreed.
Although, Kev, you're 100% right. I feel like you missed or just weren't listening to the whole part where Doug just talked about that.
No, I thought you were talking about, you said the video game part, or were you talking about the AI? I thought you were talking about
No, the AI. No, man. Yeah, like if I forget
the AI in the filming of Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, what? Yeah, so
okay, I didn't hear you say Lord of the Rings. My bad.
Okay. Anyway, so they did this. There's a whole thing, yeah, where because they do those big giant shots where there's thousands of orcs and, you know, Orcai and whatnot, you know, attacking like Helm's Deep and stuff, and they talk about like, yeah, they obviously they can't go hire thousands and thousands of extras, so they created this essentially like a gaming engine, and they would program all these AIs. Okay. And yeah, they would, you know, they'd make the ground steep and stuff, and you would literally, they just watch them run, and they would like run down the hill like it was actually there, and not just like topple over and stuff. And then they were also able to like literally program, this is side A, this is side B, fight, and they would legitimately like fight each other and stuff. They built all this stuff, and so they set those shots up so animators didn't have to go in and program every single movement, every single thing made. It just knew A was supposed to attack B, you know, and let it just play out, you know, and then filmed it, you know, essentially.
Amazing.
Created these incredible shots, and so that way they're interacting with the landscape and the way the terrain is set up, and like tripping over bodies and just all that crazy shit that, you know, it happens so quick in the movie, but they built this whole like system. It was very fucking interesting. I fucking loved it. I was watching that one just like,
especially for being in like 1999 or 2000. Like,
exactly.
That's way ahead of its time, it seems.
Yeah.
So that it's incredible stuff, and I hope that they bring that back. That's why I'm so excited about Disney Plus as well, because of the fact that they're talking about having all these special features with the movies that they come out with, and the documentaries for behind the movies, and that gets my creative juices just all tingly.
I mean, the stuff on the sound design of Lord of the Rings was so sick too. I love it. It was so cool.
Everything was. I remember watching that and just being in awe of even the set design.
Yeah. Like
they had a whole featurette just on set design and walking through it, and I was just like, they built these motherfucking sets. Like, it was nuts.
They're talking about how they did the Balrog sound effect, and that like they literally just took like slabs of cement and rock and stuff and dragged them across each other, and just did that several times, and then layered them on top of each other. So when the Balrog like roars at Gandalf, it's just the sound of rock. Like it's a legitimate like organic sound of rock versus rock. Just and it but it makes this really cool roar sound. And then for Treebeard, they recorded was it John Rhys Davies? Who's the actor that plays him? I think it's John Rhys Davies. I don't remember his exact name. He did the voice of Treebeard. And they built this like wooden maze thing, like out of all these different types of wood, and they set up a speaker on one side and a microphone on the other, and they played it through this like weird maze. And so when the echo, or when it hit the other end, it had this like, you know, they were like, it had a wood feel to it, and you can hear it where it has this kind of echoey weird because of how they set it. It's fucking crazy, and I love it. I love it.
You know, going along with that, I actually love that stuff more. How can I say this without affecting the NDA I signed? So I went and visited the new Gearbox offices.
Did they make you sign an NDA?
Oh God, yes.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I had to sign an NDA to not talk about anything that I saw what they were.
So you
working
can't
on.
tell us anything right now.
Don't.
If I can find a way around it.
Hmm.
I loved seeing more than anything that I saw with what they were creating. I loved seeing how they created it.
You know,
So instead of the finished product or whatever they were making, the behind the scenes stuff was incredible to me, and I fell in love with that stuff. Like you could show me all the stuff, and I was just like, oh, that's cool. But that, like these rooms, I want to be in here, and I want to work in this area. So I mean, to go along with what you're saying, it's just fucking awesome. That's why I get a kick out of talking to Peter Klein so much when he talks about his Hollywood career in the props and all that, and being a prop master and everything. Because I find it so interesting for what he does compared to saying what an actor does.
Mhm.
Like I hold those people higher than the people who are actually on screen. So. The Spider-Verse is going to get a TV universe, guys, and
Cool.
Chris Miller is teasing a Sony Marvel TV universe.
I'm down with this.
But I mean, this is coming from Phil Lord and Chris Miller, right? So the creative minds behind Lego Movie jumps. So this could be big, right? And it could actually work. My fear is that that Sony gets involved and completely screws it up.
Yeah.
That's all.
I can
But
see that,
you
but
could they have a stable of over 240 characters to play with or something like that. It was some crazy number.
That was like-
900.
Yeah, that was like way higher than that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Sony's Marvel characters, which I did not know that they had the rights to 900 fucking characters.
That's insane.
Well, it's probably you got to think. So they have Spider-Man, which means they have all the Spider-Man, which means they have all the Spider-Man bad guys.
Yeah.
And all the variants and all that stuff that belong within that universe.
It's just nuts to think that it's grown that much, and Marvel's got to be just sitting over there going, "Son of a bitch, I just want it back," And Kevin hated
that so much he left.
He left.
I don't know what happened. They did one of those like weird like bloop bloop.
Speaking of, we were just talking about Disney. Disney Plus announced, well, not Disney Plus, but Disney announced Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus bundle for $12.99 a month. Not bad.
Ain't bad.
Especially considering Hulu, like we were paying before we canceled, it was $12.99. So I mean, to get all of that with it, yeah, of course it'd be great.
Are you going to do it?
No,
Why not?
because I don't really care for Hulu or ESPN.
Okay,
So I'll just go
gonna
to Disney.
You're just going to go to Disney Plus?
Because that seems like just the best value.
Yeah.
I'm so curious. So, like, Hulu, because this is Hulu with the ad-supported content, so that means you're not getting, like, ad-free shit with the $12.99 from them, which, sure, why not? But at the same time, like, that makes me nervous that, like, Disney Plus is going to have ads. I'm so nervous it's going to have fucking ads.
I don't think so. I don't think it will. At most, I think that they'll rack up so many people and they'll get hooked, and then they'll raise the price next year. They'll just do that. They'll pull a Netflix, and they'll start at $6.99, and next year it'll be $9.99, and maybe it'll go up to $12.99.
Netflix excuse, but our content, it's getting better.
You're going to be like, motherfuckers, no.
You're like, you already own everything.
You own everything, and it was like July, and you had already broken every record for any studio had ever set for the amount of money you've made in a year. And it was July, and you still had Star Wars to come out, and you still had Frozen 2. So fuck off with that noise. No, you're fine. And take my $6 fucking dollars.
Yeah, it's like,
Damn.
fine, I'll pay $9.99, but I don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
I know you guys are G.I. Joe fans from way back when. You guys have been itching. I think every week in the chat you've been asking, like, when's that new G.I. Joe movie coming out? When are they going to?
We're hoping somebody would answer our question.
And you're like, when? Well, now you're gonna get it, and it's coming from the Mission Impossible and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle writers.
So is this just ignoring the other G.I. Joe movies entirely?
I don't know. I think that they should do. Here's what I think they should do. I think they should go the Marvel route, and I think that they should do standalone films of these G.I. Joe characters, and then bring them together for, an actual team up. Because you have so many interesting characters in the G.I. Joe universe. I mean, who wouldn't? I'd love a Snake Eyes film, right?
No.
I
No,
think
you're
it should
not?
be the other way around. I think it should be they should start with the full movie and then go there.
Well, apparently Snake Eyes is getting his own spin-off still. But I don't know. Just reboot. It's fine. No one remembers their last movies anyways because they were so outside of what the G.I. Joes were originally. So
Yep.
What I want is a G.I. Joe movie made entirely of the memes and videos from the original series.
I knew you were going to bring that up. Stop all the downloading.
Like, I would lose my fucking shit if we
so
saw
sorry.
a movie that literally was just that. Like, not the whole thing, but like definitely callbacks. Or just, God, fuck, that smelled delicious. Shit like that
Just
would make
make
me
it
laugh
sweeted.
so fucking hard.
We watched Jackass in theaters. We could watch that.
Yeah. Who wants a body massage? Body massage,
Stop.
go.
Nope, stop it. We're going to go on for an hour with these. No.
Yeah, you won. You can stop now. You won.
Stop. Doug.
Good job, Blanco Nino. Too bad your ass just got sad.
Oh, God. Now we've got Ed in the chat doing it.
There we go. We
Once
started
he
it.
starts, he does not stop.
Ed comes in. Does your mom still hang out at Dockside Bar?
Oh, no, I'm gonna kick him.
You
Swear to
like
God, if he
meatball,
says
Johnny?
another one, I'm going to kick him.
It's like looking in a mirror.
Let's get into some video game talk. So, last week we got political, and we thought we got it out of our systems until Walmart came around and just did some dumb shit. They are ditching advertising for violent video games. I love the title of this story, though, and it goes, "But guns are still in stock."
Mm-hmm.
I hate the fact that this company is essentially just giving into just facts that are incorrect.
Well,
And they're just doing it.
hey, bud, guess what? If a fact is incorrect, it's not a fucking fact.
That's an alternate fact, please.
That would be a fucking
Fair.
lie.
That's fair. So they're just giving in to facts that are lies. But they've I don't know what to say about this. Listen, it's just dumb. It's just stupid, and all it does is hurt the identity of game. I don't even know if it hurts the identity of gaming anymore because so many people are like just protesting this. Like everyone is just giving them shit for saying that video games are violent after they've been proven not to be.
Yeah, it's because, I mean, again, you got to think we're living in a world where, like, a lot of people play video games because they've been around for so long, and if you're still one of those, I don't know, idiots who thinks that, gaming's only for kids and nerds, like, you're the minority now. And and also if you don't think that, like, the guns aren't a problem, you're also in the minority now. The majority of Americans would rather, like, assault type like weapons to be banned from being sold. I mean, like, that is the fact. It is the truth. Whether or not you personally agree with it, but, like, that is the majority of citizens in the United States want stricter gun laws. And I'm not saying, like, people, the police knocking down your door to take your guns, but, like, Jesus fucking Christ. Some of these people shouldn't have fucking guns. The fact that the mom of the shooter and oh my God, the where was that? I was gonna say Dayton, but not the Dayton shooter, the other one.
Are you talking about Tahoe?
El Paso. Thank you. The shooting in El Paso. The fact that like he got a gun and his mom called the police and was like, "Hey, should I be worried? My son just bought an AR-15. Like, I don't think that he should have one. Is he fine?" Like, he's fine. Like,
He's good.
He's good. He's fine. Like, no, if you like, dude, if your mom is calling to like, "Hey, should I be concerned about this?" Yes, mom, you should be. If your gut instinct is, my kid shouldn't fucking have this, don't fucking give it to them. Don't let them have it.
Agreed. And so Walmart they did send out an update saying that we are indeed removing violent video game advertisements. We're not pulling violent games from the stores company-wide. While individual stores are removing violent video games, oh shit, they're removing video games as well.
Yeah, I saw they've showed pictures of like shelves being cleared, like the cases, and only having. It was funny because most of the games that were left were just like Switch games.
I thought it was just advertisement. They're actually pulling games.
Some Walmarts.
Fuck. So they say specific in this they sent out a merchandising notice to people. One of the users says, "Yeah, I got this and I threw it away."
Yeah, I would. Fuck that stupid. It's just legitimizing bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And then there's also they pulled not only video games, but they pulled all movies depicting violence,
which is every movie ever made.
Well, guys, it's the holiday season. I would love to be able to sell you Home Alone, but too violent. Too violent. Can't sell you that movie this year.
Also, the Santa Claus. Santa died. He fell off a roof. Yep. Murder.
Oh, you wanted Star Wars? Sorry, can't do that. That is violent. So fucking stupid. Again, it's not helping, and it's not solving the problem. It's not video games that are making people violent. It's allowing them access to guns and resources that they shouldn't and should not have access to. And it's just fucking bullshit, and it's stupid, and fuck Walmart, you fucking rednecks.
Where's the hip hop horn?
He's got the hip hop horn.
No, it's just so clear that that the Walmart board of directors is so clearly in the pocket of the NRA. I mean, like, what should I expect? They're from fucking Arkansas. Fucking redneck hicks.
Well, there go our Arkansas fans. Sorry.
Oh, they're probably like, yeah, no, you're right. The Walton family sucks. We hate them.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true.
Old Yeller off the shelf, says Jetfu in the chat.
Let's see. It looks like there's another dumb move here. ESPN has decided not to air Apex Legends at the X Games. They delayed it due to the recent shootings. So once again, we're giving in to the idea that video games are causing these type of situations. They're still gonna air it. They're gonna air it in a later day in October. So I don't know, guys. It's all silly. We've already said it. There's nothing else to be said about it, but it's just another example of how dumb this is.
Deflection.
Yeah.
It's a knee-jerk reaction,
Yeah. Instead of admitting that there's mental health issues with these people, it's just, where can we put the blame, and then let's have a knee-jerk reaction about it, because I think that's what people are going to react the best to. But it has backfired, and it's backfired big time, and I'm glad that it has, because people have come out from the woodwork to call ESPN out, to call Walmart out, and it's been all over the internet if you've been looking. So I'm glad. Keep it up, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's get on to some other news, which is that Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo are going to require developers to disclose the odds of the loot boxes by the end of 2020, and I applaud it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm happy for it. Doesn't mean that loot boxes are going away, but this is a good step to get the fuck out of here. I hate the loot box system, but there's something to be said that people keep buying it. I think that I just saw. I didn't post the article, but 2K said that 60% of their income from this year came from microtransactions and loot boxes, thanks to GTA Online and
Jesus.
Red Dead Online. So it's
Wait,
60%.
GTA has loot boxes now?
Well, they have the microtransactions.
Yeah, they're microtransactions. Okay, yeah.
So,
You
and
can buy,
then
like,
I mean,
planes and jets and shit.
but then you have also 2K also has NBA, which has the essentially a loot box system where you get cards and they're randomized. They've got the sports titles, so it's it's a sucky scenario, but it's something that we have to deal with. And thankfully, the gaming company is trying to self regulate, as it did with the ESRP back in the day. And I hope that
ESRB.
ESRB, sorry. And I hope it's successful because of the fact that I've always been one to say, like, take a game like Overwatch, for example. I hate the fact that you have to buy the loot boxes in order to get the skins. And what you get is nothing but sprays and voice lines. And I could give two fucks about it.
Yep.
I would rather them just have me pay. I would gladly pay $1.99, maybe even $2.99 for the skin that I want, instead of making me buy these goddamn loot boxes.
Same. Speaking of, Mo says 2K later and still no PUBG skirt.
Yeah.
$2,000 later.
Mo is the biggest whale that I've ever met when it comes to these. He loves loot boxes.
Yeah.
He's the target audience for them.
Hey, man. I could tell you something else you could have spent $2,000 on and gotten much better rewards. Us.
Oh yeah, or us. I said a new computer.
Yeah. Us. Look right here. I'm trying to point down at the screen. Where's the fucking camera? Look right there. Right there.
Let me do this. Ready? Mo, if you donate $2,000, you'll fill the bar below and you'll earn a chance at a loot box.
It'll partially fill the box below, and it'll make us feel really good.
And you'll have a chance to win a shirt in a box.
Sell a loot box shirt. Yeah, we'll do that. Hey, $2,000 and we'll send you a box. There might be a shirt in it.
It's surprise mechanics.
So, so many companies are moving away from the loot box, especially since internationally they're making them illegal, requiring different laws for them to follow. So they're just like, fuck it, let's make it universal. So Epic Games is already stepping up, and they're promising more transparency in loot boxes. And with that, they've already Rocket League is going to drop loot boxes in favor of what they do in Fortnite, which is have a daily store, and it'll have skins and different stuff in it, and you could just buy it outright.
Yeah,
which is the smartest thing. That's the smartest thing to do. Except I do hate the fact that that with Fortnite they charge $10 for a damn skin, which I'm not doing. I haven't played Fortnite in a while, but when I did, I was very tempted to purchase some of the cooler outfits.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Not for 10.
I had to go back for that Soldier 76 skin with him with the hockey mask. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that I spent $20 on loot crates and I almost didn't get it. It came down to the last two.
I will admit to you that I did the same thing for Torbjorn's summer outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I spent 10 and I didn't get it, and I was like, "Fuck you, game!" And I spent 10 more and I got it. So essentially, I spent $20.
So there you go. So I feel your struggle there.
Hey guys.
Yeah. Hey, bud.
Hey guys. Hey, listen,
Hi, buddy.
let me tell you about something you could have spent that $20 on instead. Yeah, you $20 and you'll get a box. There might be a shirt in it.
And some stickers.
And some stickers. Definitely stickers. Those are the cheapest things to make. They're definitely stickers.
Oh, that we'll up the value there, Doug.
But it makes me really worried for Borderlands 3. And the reason why is because it's being put out by 2K. where Borderlands 2 didn't come in the era of this what we live in now. And I can already see the writing on the wall with how many skins and different variations that they're giving away on the VIP program and in the pre-order. So I can already tell. And then like on the VIP website, they have different heads and stuff like that. So I can only imagine how many they built for this game and how much the microtransactions are going to cost. Like, I just have this feeling. I hope I'm wrong, but I have a feeling that I'm not.
They did with the first. I mean, Borderlands 2, there's a ton of skins for sale. Like 99 cents. They're not like super expensive, but there's a ton.
Yeah, they had them on the Xbox Marketplace.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to Steam. You can go to Steam right now and you can look at them.
Those are just like color variations, though, right? They're not actual like.
Well, they have the different head variations.
Yeah,
you can do different heads for your characters. But yeah, I mean, that already exists. I'm sure there will be more for sale, but the thing about the game too is that like you get so many just by playing the fucking game, and find that they're like loot that you pull off bodies. So I know they'll do the same for that too, because there's no way there wouldn't be an outcry if you didn't get one like from loot. If someone didn't drop one, and yeah, you may get some that well, probably all the cool ones will be for purchase.
Locked away. Yeah,
that's kind of how it is now. Which
I hope they don't do the same for guns though as well. That would be a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, because the guns in the game are like they're what are they, procedurally generated or whatever? Like they're all just bullshit. Like they don't. You know what I mean? Like it's not like there are probably
except for like a couple legendary few.
Yeah, there are a few that are like that, but yeah, I mean, especially with this one, where they're like even more guns. Yeah, because you're just generating them on the fucking fly. It doesn't. You can tell that with the naming schematic of the guns as well. If you play Borderlands 2, it's like okay, it's very obvious. Just went through a generator.
Let's see. Moving on here, what do we got? Ninja has called out Twitch after his dormant channel highlights porn.
Yep.
Hey. So he's got 41 million followers on Twitch. And Twitch, they got salty about him leaving. And they started highlighting other streamers and popular channels on his channel.
Yep, sending people to other channels. But I don't know what you're going to say.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. Is Twitch doesn't do that for any other dormant channel.
True, but here's the thing: probably one of the most popular streamers in the world, and guess what? You're not on Twitch anymore. So what I have to say to this is like, Twitch owns your URL. They're allowed to do whatever the fuck they want with your URL. Twitch.tv/ninja belongs to Twitch. Clearly doesn't belong to you. They're not going to get rid of it, because even if they made it go dormant or like deleted his profile, it would be on a list of like no one else can name their channel this. 2, like you're not there anymore. You signed a contract with Mixer. They should be allowed to do with his channel whatever the fuck they want.
Well, here's the thing: is that he tried to get it deleted.
Yeah,
and they didn't respond.
Yeah, but they're not going to.
Ninja said, "Well, he should have the right to do that because you have the right to." So you have the right to delete your Twitch account, and in the terms and service, they have to delete the account, but they didn't do that for Ninja.
Well, because they probably went, well, he's not here. This is now our account, and we know that people are going to be coming here looking for this page, and also we're not going to let someone else come in and be like, I'm now Ninja. I now have that URL because that's what I named because they deleted his channel. Now I'm Ninja, and like somehow profit off of it, unfairly, I guess. But at the same time, like, they can do whatever the fuck they want, man. It's their, you know what I mean? Like, he should have deleted it before he left. Before he made this big public thing about leaving. And I'm sure if it was not, when he told them that he was leaving them, he should have, specified, I'm leaving you, you have to delete. And he should have had his lawyers do it then and there. He should not have waited until it happened. He should have said that right up front. I'm leaving for Mixer unless you can match or beat Mixer's thing, whatever it was. And when I leave, you're deleting my channel. But either he didn't. That's my guess. He didn't. He didn't. I don't even know if he told Twitch what he was doing.
Well, he said that. He says down here. He says He stressed that he was trying to get rid of the promotions, if not remove the Twitch channel altogether. Well, the biggest problem is that Twitch went ahead and allowed X-rated material streaming on his channel.
Well, yes and no, but it's the whole algorithm thing, like where it promotes things that are other streamers that are live, which is what happens to a lot of us. I mean, and there was another channel that happened to be live that had a fuck ton of viewers that was showing porn, and the crazy thing is that it went on for 2 hours before it got shut down, which is just like, how the fuck do y'all not know what is going on, and how that's where it's a little sketchy, where it did kind of seem like a fuck you move, but at the same time, like, dude, you should have told them when you were leaving to delete your channel.
We can't say that he didn't. Like, we don't know the backside of that. I don't see why he wouldn't, or his lawyers wouldn't have done that.
Because if he had, we'd hear about them suing them right now for not obligating.
It's possible, and they can still probably do that.
We'll see.
But also at the same time, the porn should have never been on Twitch anyways.
Yeah, and it wasn't. No. And the thing is, again, it was not on his channel. Like, I mean, that's what's important, is that it was.
But it was highlighting on his channel with 41 million people.
And that's the issue.
A lot of them are kids. Like, a lot of, like, 10, 12, 11. You know, all these kids are now, like... And so that's where his issue was.
Man, if you don't think any 10, 11, or 12-year-olds aren't already looking at porn, Jared, go look at your son's computer.
It's in my office because he can't have access to it.
Yeah, because he's looking at porn. I guarantee, man, you know that kid doesn't know how to erase his history and his cookies and shit. Go... That motherfucker's got a Pornhub account. Fool's got he's following people on OnlyFans. Like,
what the fuck is that?
Oh
god. So Twitch did respond, and they reverted Ninja's old page to a regular offline screen. So they did do the right thing, but there's been a ton of backlash from the Twitch community for it as well. So whether you feel that he's right or wrong, or whether, you know, it remains to be seen if there's going to be anybody that, you know, if anything, we'll probably never hear about it anyways, because it'll be a settlement out of court.
Probably. I mean, I still stand by, like, no, I don't think it should have happened. But at the same time, like, you made a huge deal about leaving Twitch. And again, if you did not go to them with your lawyers before leaving and specify that they delete your channel upon leaving, then, like, you should have gotten that in fucking writing.
I'm sure that he has kept the channel, because after this contract is up, I'm sure he's going to go back.
Well, that's probably why he didn't just outright delete it or something. But at the same time, you could have made it hidden, you know, or again, like, hey, you know, don't do anything crazy with my channel. I'll be back in 2 years when my contract's up with them.
So,
or however long his contract is.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, how Ninja does on Mixer, and if Mixer continues to grow at the rapid rate that it is, and also see if they sign anybody else. It'll be you know,
someone else. I heard someone else was talking about someone, like, another channel left. Someone else left.
Dude, there's a lot of people jumping ship right now, like, because of this. There's a lot. I keep seeing just like, he's like, people get sick of Twitch and everything, and they're like, you know what? I think I'm going to give Mixer a go. Well, I think we're going to go over to Mixer. So I think Mixer is definitely benefiting from all of this.
There's a hashtag earlier, Twitch is over.
That was a huge hashtag.
Yeah,
that trended for fucking hours.
Oh.
So there's all kinds of stuff, and everyone's roasting. Twitch is getting it hard right now. So as we're broadcasting here, we're saying this, but I mean, they are getting it bad.
Well,
they're also giving it bad. Oh, hard.
X-rated material. Yeah, I don't know. Ed in the chat says, I'm surprised you guys haven't tried it. I think.
Tried what?
Mixer.
Oh,
you guys have tried
X-rated material? I've tried it many times.
We've talked at lengths about it, Ed. I think all three of us agree that Mixer is the superior platform. It just didn't have the numbers for us to get pulled over there.
Yeah. The viewership, you know what I mean? Like, some people use Twitch already. Like,
it's established.
Yeah.
But Microsoft has the better tech. It really does. Like the chat to stream ratio and the bit rate, everything is just smoother and better.
Yeah, but the problem is it's like a bunch of kids that use it, which unfortunately is the same. I mean, that's got to be like most of Ninja's audience has got to be like preteens and teens. Like, I don't know any adult who actually watches Ninja. Let us know. Does anyone actually watch Ninja in the chat and or the Twitters?
You take down this Ninja.
Let me too.
Boy, no one watched that.
That marquee pillow has been replaced with Ninja.
I don't really watch a lot of streamers because I can't get into it, but I do occasionally watch Shroud just because of how good he is. But I swear to God, I don't know how he's become so popular. It's got to be because of how good he is. But that dude is so monotone. It drives me crazy to listen to him talk.
Yeah.
And he's always, it doesn't even matter anything. He's like, there you go down there. Like, no, stop.
That's how a lot of people I follow on Twitch too are I follow all the role players and stuff too from the old Arc, the Twitch RP Arc days. But not a lot of them do the GTA stuff, which is whatever. I don't really watch that, but I follow some of the dudes that were doing like the PUBG tourneys and stuff from TSM, the team TSM. And yeah, like Break is pretty good. He's like handsome and British, so I get it. But then there's like what's it, Smack? Like he's really good, but like I mean his whole stream is just him just staring at the computer playing. And then occasionally like haha, and then back to playing. But he's good, and that's why he's fun to watch. But like otherwise it's like why?
Yeah, and I think that's the big reason. I think people they mix it up. They kind of flip it, and I think it still works like this to some degree. But people think that the more entertaining I am, the more viewers I'll get. But in reality, most of the people who get all the viewers are just really fucking good at that game or whatever they're playing. And it's just you got to have a mixture of the two, and sometimes you don't even need the mixture.
Shroud is playing. He's playing GTA 5 right now. He's got 40,000 viewers. Hey, Shroud, send your viewers on over our way. Hi.
Send a raid.
I wish.
Let's check in and see how he's sounding. Ready?
Is he?
I love how the moon. You can see the moon move.
Moo
Moo. Each tick. All right, that's our show, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Go follow Shroud.
Go follow.
We're gonna raid his channel. Get ready.
Get ready.
We're really gonna make an impact.
And by the way, that 60% of the revenue from the first quarter was from the first quarter. It wasn't the year. It was just the first quarter alone.
From Take Two?
Or 500, Take Two, of 540 million. And it was 39% better than last year on microtransactions and DLC alone and add-ons.
Crazy.
Fuck out here. Yeah. We need to get that 8-bit video game going.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can we please listen? Can you hear my idea out and see if it's worth it?
Us?
I think this is what we do. I know that we had this whole level design out and everything, and we have this cool idea about it. But I think that we should make a game that's just a microtransaction. Hear me out.
Listening.
It's it's kind of like, obviously you're not going to be spending real money. It'll be fun. It's kind of like a parody. In order to start the game, it's a microtransaction, and you have to spend in-game currency in order to get past the start menu. And then you have to unlock your first character by spending in-game currency. We're going to give you enough money for to start the game and to get your first character. But quarter way through the level, it's going to stop and ask if you'd like to continue. And you have to pay $1.99 for the rest of the level.
Well, we're broke.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah, we're going to spend all this money making this game. Ain't no one going to fucking play this.
We get it on ads, man. We got to do that ad money.
And then there's going to be ads that pop up everywhere. And everything will be like, this grass is sponsored by.
Mo is the only person who's going to play this game.
Yeah, that's true.
But like I said, it's a parody. Okay, it's a parody, so we're
It's a
not
parody, but you still have to give us all your money. But it's a parody.
No, it's a parody, so you don't actually give the money, but you just make fun. It's just making fun of the in-game currency and all.
Okay, yeah, if it's not real, sure. That reminds me of the.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna burst your bubble a little bit. This reminds me a little bit of the game DLC Quest.
That's what it was. Okay, I was trying to think of that.
They made something like that already.
Yeah, you had to buy the menu. You had to buy the pause
Damn it.
button. Yeah, it was real tedious. Yeah, it was fun though, but it was the same thing, Benton parody.
Fucking shit.
Yeah, it was more like, I don't know if you had to buy the stuff, but it was definitely like, yo, you want to jump? You gotta get the DLC. And it was all in games. It was like you click like a yes, download DLC, and like a little download thing shows up. It's like, cool, now you can jump.
Yeah, and you collect coins throughout the level, and that's what you use to.
You know, but this game looks like shit. We can make a much better one.
But we still gonna do the same 8-bit.
No, the graphics get better as you go along too, because you buy like
Yeah, you get the graphics pack.
you get the graphics pack.
Yeah,
Damn it, they already did it, man,
Yeah.
and it sounds like they did it better than I could have.
It's a lot of fun. It's a fun game.
Fuck. All right. Well,
it was fun actually.
there goes that.
Mm-hmm.
So back to their regular beat 'em up game. That's just a Streets of Rage clone. I'm Jeremy.
Oh, this is where we're ending. Oh, shit.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. Stay tuned. We're going to do some Q&A after this. And that's it. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Doug.
I'm Kevin.
And until next week, lots of love, hugs, and all that bullshit.
Oh, it's doing the thing where nothing's responding again. So give me a second. It,
You'll tearing me apart.
Remember when you did this to me?